Hello, everyone. You're welcome. I'm super excited to have you. Today, I'll be sharing a very sensitive topic for a lot of people, a lot of pastors who may already be into this business. Because, as you can already see from the title, we'll be talking about a business that a pastor or a pastor's spouse shouldn't do. Uh-huh. This is very sensitive and very important. Now, if you consider yourself as someone who is concerned about souls or the propagation of the gospel, then I think that this business is not good for you. Paul said, all things are lawful, but not all things are experienced. I mean, everything, we are free to do anything, but it is not everything that it is wise for us to do based on the assignment that God has placed on us. And I really want to thank Mama Wanda. She's been into this business as well as I have been into the business. And then we're able to share ideas. And part of what I'll be sharing with you is what she shared with me, of course, which I have experienced in the business. So thank you, Mama Wanda. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and then like this video already. All right. Thank you. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's go right into the topic of the day, a business that a pastor or a pastor's spouse shouldn't do. The truth is, I understand the pressures that we receive from members as pastors. I am a privileged pastor spouse, and then of course I have God's calling on my life as well. You see, we there's this pressure from people to meet their needs. Some of them think that immediately service is over, all the monies go into the account of the pastor and his family, so they eat and live large. They think everything is fine with the pastor because he gets offerings that they bring. Well, that is not my reality, and I'm sure that's not the reality of a lot of pastors because there are people in place who take care of all of that. So it is not the real. If you're watching and you're not a pastor, please know that offerings don't get into the purse of the pastors like you think or like other people may think. So there's this pressure from members to meet their needs. They come to you asking for one thing. Of course, we are called to be distributors as well, not only to be blessed by members who give to us, we are called to give. So I mean, it's so painful for me, especially when someone comes to ask me for something and I am unable to meet their needs. It's so annoying. So you want to put your hand into this business, you want to do this or that, do a lot of things to increase your streams of income so that you can meet their needs. So I truly understand. But in all your streams of income, in all your getting, in all your doings, please don't do multi-level marketing. Don't do network marketing. And I'm speaking my truth. I'm speaking my reality. I'm speaking my opinion. I know that a lot of people are cashing out. In fact, multi-level marketing is worth over 36, about $37 billion. I mean, that industry is booming. It's worth so much, so much money. But like I said earlier, quoting Paul, everything is, we are free to do everything, but it is not everything that is wise for us to do as pastors and pastor spouse. And one of it is multi-level marketing industry. Don't bother going in there. Yes, you want to meet members needs, so you want to do that business to have money to meet your family's needs and to be able to give. But the bitter truth about it is that going into multi-level marketing because you want to make money would end up, you know, helping you lose money. I'm saying this because multi-level marketing is capital intensive. You may not know if you've not done it before, or if you've not stayed long in it. I've stayed long in it. I've come to realize that most of the times, the people who have gone ahead of you, who have made so much money from what you can see, who have earned prizes of maybe car or houses and all of that from the company that you want to join, they push themselves up with their own personal money. Yes. So you want to move fast in multi-level marketing, you end up putting getting more slots for yourself. So you put in your wife, you put in your husband, you put in your family members just to push you up because you believe that once you get up there, people will believe so much. I mean, the essence of that is just to increase believability. Yes, so they put people slots and so I know what I'm saying. I've been there. So you want to go far. So you register your husband, register your wife, or register your children, register your family members, and because these whole people are, there is still you. It's still you. So your money is tied down. You want to make more money, but you end up tying down your money, and when you get to that point where you even end the car or end the price, whatever thing they want to promise you, increase in incentives and all of that, you see that it is not commensurable to the amount of money that you have put inside already. So it is capital intensive. That's why you shouldn't do it. You end up putting in more money that you would have used to propagate the gospel, monies you would have used to help someone else. You end up spending more money in that. And the second reason why you shouldn't do network marketing or multi-level marketing is because of the integrity. Oftentimes, some of these multi-level marketing businesses, they end up being pyramid schemes. They end up being Ponzi schemes, and you don't see the truth from the beginning. Someone comes to tell you about them, you read, you do all you can because they can hide the facts as long as they want to hide it. They sat down, maybe a board of trustees, sat down and then did all the mathematics. They know when to release the bombshell. It could be 5, 10 years from the time you're into it. And by then, you must have brought in a lot of people. So you see that the things that they promise, oftentimes they are unable to deliver. So, because of your integrity as a pastor and the integrity of your husband or your wife as a pastor's spouse, you do not want to do something that would tamper with your integrity because you are propagating the gospel according to this company that you're representing. And so you buy whatever they tell you. You say the same thing to, let's say, a church member, let's say a friend, let's say someone you know, because of course you rarely would want to market to strangers. You do it to the people that you know. You face that with the people you know, the people on your contact list and all of that. So the things that they promise you, let's say the authenticity of the products, oftentimes you will use 3, 4, 5 for these products to begin to work, and that's so much money gone down the drain. People may not be patient to pay so much to see results, and then your name will be dragged. Sometimes even the products that the company tells you, they tell you these products will do this or that, you find out that they are not as potent as the company tells you, and that is lack of integrity. So most of these multi-level marketing businesses and their products are not as potent as they claim they are. So you don't want to do it because it will affect your integrity as a pastor or a pastor's spouse. The next reason why you shouldn't do multi-level marketing or network marketing is because it distracts. It is very, very distracting because you need to recruit people to earn. And this will take you off course. It will take you off course because you keep thinking two people bring two people. I mean, you look at your congregation and then you size them up. If 10 people can do this and all that. And because of that, you want to, let's say, hold seminars, and if you check well, you will see that the plan or the idea of network marketing is similar to that of soul winning. Okay, you are saved. You are supposed to go ahead and evangelize to bring someone, who will get saved and bring someone until the whole world is saved, until, I mean, as possible as saved before Christ comes. Now, as you are thinking, instead of thinking of soul winning, your mind is on who will bring two to bring two to bring two. It takes you off course. And for me, whilst I was doing this thing, I feel a sense of guilt each time I'm talking to people with so much rigor, with so much vigor rather. I am putting advertising on social media, talking about this product, whereas I am an ambassador of Christ. You are a pastor's spouse, you're an ambassador, you are a brand. On your own as a pastor or a pastor's spouse, you are a brand. You're representing Jesus here on the earth. You're an ambassador. So not befitting of you as a Christ ambassador to be propagating and talking about products and to be representing something else, another company. Because once you are into it, you have to talk about it. You have to talk about it to recruit people. Whereas, what should you be talking about? You should be talking about Jesus. You should be talking about salvation. You should be talking about writing articles that would, move the gospel forward. Not putting everyone on social media about your product and all of that, what they can do, what they can do. Yes, because you would eventually do that if you want to succeed. You will. So it is very distracting, and I personally think that it is not healthy for a pastor or a pastor's spouse. Another reason is because it breaks relationships. Okay, imagine that you brought someone. I'm saying this from one of the ones that I did. I had some spiritual daughters, people around me, because some men were part of it. I had people around me who believed so much in me, and because they believe in me, I even though some of them I didn't talk to them about the business, they saw that I was doing this business and they decided to join just because of me. So, and some of them I talked to them because I was told that this thing will yield so much. You just have to put in the work and then you will get the profit. So I said, okay, since I can't give these people money, what's the best way to reward them? Come on, there's some way you can make money. And I'm the kind of person that once something is working for me, I want everyone that I know to come on board. So, I brought these people. At the end of the day, the gold bars that they promised, they were not forthcoming. We realized that it was Ponzi. It was Ponzi scheme. Now you want to say, how don't you know that it is Ponzi? Of course, there's a product. Gold was the product. There is another one I've done. They have several products. But at the end of the day, you realize that when you bring in your loved ones, people that you know, relationships that have taken you so much time to build, and then you tend to bring them into the business just because you want them to make money and you also want to make money. When the business crashes, of course, it will affect relationships. And relationships are currencies for the future. Currencies things, people that would have helped you or your family, you just end up killing all of that just because of a business that you could have just avoided. Am I saying that multi-level marketing is bad? No, it's not bad. But if you are called to be a pastor for the sake of the gospel, then you shouldn't do it for the sake of the gospel. Because these people who believe so much in you before doing it, they are so disappointed. When they look at you, they may tell you, oh, pastor, it's okay. Oh, mama, don't worry. But there'll be this anger, there'll be these thoughts anytime they look at you. Imagine someone investing, let's say, $1,000 or $1,800 or 2,000 or 5,000 or $10,000 into a business just because you brought them in, just because you told them about it, and they didn't bother to do their due diligence because they believe in you. And so they come into the business and they end up losing such monies. They begin to think you are the cause of their misfortune. You get, and that will put a strain on the relationships that you have taken so much time to build. So you see, it's not even worth it. It's not worth it. Another reason why you shouldn't do network marketing is because of your office. Paul said, I magnify my office, and network marketing or multi-level marketing will rubbish that for you. You would have to talk to people you shouldn't have any business talking to. You will receive insults from people who shouldn't even be able to talk to you. Am I saying that we are untouchable once we are because we are pastors or pastors' spouse? No, of course, insults for us, they are bread. As pastors and pastors' spouses, we're used to insults. We get insults and use them to rub cream and shine brighter. But let them insult you for the sake of the gospel. Eh? If you get to heaven and you are insulted for one company because of a product didn't work or somebody lost their money and so they are holding you on your neck to, that's so embarrassing. The only embarrassment that we are permitted to suffer as pastors and pastors' spouses is embarrassment for the gospel. Let it be that you went to preach Christ and somebody's telling you, get out. You know, somebody's abusing you for the sake of the gospel. That's when you'll be rewarded. Don't go and eat or take embarrassment that is not your portion, that you shouldn't take, unnecessary insults. The only insult that we're permitted to take is the one for the gospel, not any other one. Not any other one. And network marketing will make a mess of your office. Will make a mess of your office. Some of these products, even those companies that say they give products, they will give products, but how would you be able to sell? It's not easy to sell them because some of the products are super expensive. They end up expiring in the hands of your downlines. And oftentimes, who are your members? Yes, you may want to say, okay, you will not use members. Who are your friends? Okay, you may want to say you don't want to use your friends and family. Okay, who are strangers? But they know that you're a pastor. So they keep saying, this pastor. There's something like this pastor is a greedy pastor. This pastor is not even anointed. Because if he was anointed, he should have known that this business will crash and not do it. He's the one that brought me into it. So you're making a mess of your office. So tomorrow you come to church after your member has lost so much money and saying, praise the Lord. To even answer hallelujah will be talk of war. Your ministry will be rubbished because of this thing. We need to make money, yes. I'll do another video to talk about businesses that we can invest in to make money, to cash out well. But these few reasons are enough. I believe if you have ear, let him that has ear hear. Is the business completely a bad one? No, but let others do it, not you. Others may, but not you. Not you. Not every business that you must do. And this one, from my experience and the experiences of a lot of other pastors and pastor spouses that I know who have done it, you shouldn't bother doing it. And if you consider yourself as someone who is an evangelist, or you just love God and a lot of people, a lot of destinies are tied to you, you shouldn't do this business because it will affect their faith when they lose money, and that's not what you came for. That's not what you want to do. So thank you for watching to the end. I believe this has been a blessing to you. Please share to as many pastors as you know, so that those who have not already done will not fall into these temptation, and those who are already into it will begin to find a way to retrace their footsteps. Thank you. Have you liked already? Go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already done. Thank you and bye.